Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Christina Pazahosky, Professor of Biology here at Grove City College. And I do research on metals and how metals impact biological molecules and therefore how they impact our health. So you've probably heard of a lot of metals that are important to biology, things like iron, which is hugely important for carrying oxygen throughout the blood. Also calcium, important to bone health. You might have also heard of some metals that aren't so great for biology, things like mercury and lead. Those are pretty toxic, poisonous metals. In my lab, I'm interested in a metal that kind of toes the line between those two extremes of being essential and toxic. And that metal is copper. One of the biggest jobs that copper has is in the production of cellular energy, or in other words, the production of ATP by your mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, right? Copper is a metal that is able to pick up electrons and then pass those electrons down, almost like it's in an assembly line. The ultimate goal at the end of the day is to get those high energy electrons from the food that you eat to the oxygen that you inhale. And copper is a metal that's really important in that assembly line from food to oxygen. But yes, I mentioned a moment ago, copper kind of toes the line between being essential and being toxic. In fact, if we let copper run around in the cell and do this picking up electrons and dropping them off wherever the copper wants to do that, it can result in some pretty serious damage in the cell. So we really need to keep the levels of copper in control in our cells. And in our lab, we study proteins that do exactly that. And in doing so, we hope to better understand how the cell manages copper levels in a way that allows us to have enough copper to carry out these essential functions, but not so much that copper carries out this destructive oxidative damage.